Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Manav Jha, and in this video I'm going to share all my learnings from this podcast of Beer Biceps with Mr. Kunal Shah. So without wasting any time further, let's get started. First of all, if you don't know who Kunal Shah is, he is the founder of fintech company Cred. He also founded Freecharge, which was later sold for $400 million. He is an angel investor. He has invested in over 200 companies, and he is also a great thinker. I listened to this podcast a while ago, but I have to say that it is one of the most incredible, knowledgeable, thought-provoking and truth-bombing podcasts I have ever heard. In this podcast, Kunal Shah talks about the future of India, socialism and capitalism, the damage that brain drain is causing, Indians' mentality and status versus wealth-driven society. This podcast is 1 hour long and every second of it is worth it. I have my notes with me and let's jump on to the first point. The first point Kunal Shah talks about is the future of India, how India is going to look in 2060. Answering this question, Kunal Shah says either we have a very bright future or very dark one. But why he said that? So let's divide this statement into positive points and negative points. According to Mr. Kunal Shah, there are 3 main reasons on why we are going to have dark future. Reason number 1, lack of skills. Most Indians are terrible at learning new skills, or I can say they don't want to learn new skills. But we have to understand what globalization has done. New technologies can be built in any part of the country and it can affect jobs in India. And that's true. What do you think self-driving cars will do? It will take away the jobs of millions of drivers. And at the pace we are operating at, who knows, it can be in the next 5 to 10 years. You answer this question. How many jobs do you see on your daily life that can be replaced at any time? I hope you can name many jobs. And that is why it is important to learn new skills and keep yourself relevant to the date. Reason number 2 is number of women participating in the workforce. Do you know what is the participation rate of women in the workforce in India? This report by Indian Express shows only 21% of Indian women aged above 15 are participating in the workforce. If you see this chart, we are behind Afghanistan and Pakistan as well. Talking about those 79% women who are not working, it is not because they are lacking skills or they don't want to work. Yes, lacking skill can be the reason, but the percentage cannot be this high. They are not working, or I can say they are not able to work because of this conservative mentality that girls don't need to work, girls don't need higher education. It's a man's job to fulfill the needs of the house and whatnot. But as a nation, we have to understand that if we want to become a prosperous country, if we want to reach that 5 trillion economy mark, both genders need to work. Because you can check the past of any developed country and you will find one thing in common. Both the genders contributed equally to the development. Reason number 3 on why Kunal Shah feels that we are going to have dark future is the number of people running behind government jobs. Now don't get this point wrong. If you are someone who is passionately working for his dream to become IAS or IPS, well and good. But people are running behind government jobs just to get that job security. You might have seen some news where thousands of people are applying for 90 to 100 vacancies. The point here is government don't need this many people to serve them. Highly educated people are applying for peon posts just for the sake of government job title, and this is the scenario we need to worry about. If everyone will run behind government jobs for the job security, we as a nation will not grow. And here, don't confuse your passion and your want. Your passion for government job is different thing and your want for job security is different thing. Now let's look at the positives. Why we are going to have bright future? And the answer is us, the youth. Kunal Shah believes that because we are a very young nation, we have the power to change this all. You see, people who are 30 or 35 today did not have this much opportunities as we do. They did not have this much access to internet to learn about subjects like stock market, mutual fund, design and development and many more. We are living in this golden time where we can learn everything just by sitting at our home. Everything is available for free on internet. What we are lacking is curiosity to learn. The second point they talk about is capitalism and socialism. But first, let me define what is capitalism and socialism. Capitalism is an economic system in which a country's trade and industry are controlled by private owners. There is no role of government. On the other hand, socialism is an economic system in which property and means of production are controlled by government. Okay, but why I'm telling you this? It's because Kunal Shah feels in order to become a wealthier nation, we need to adopt capitalism, where innovation is rewarded with high capital. The problem with India being socialist is we say कि हाँ सबको बराबर मिलना चाहिए, but that's not really the case in India. India is facing a huge gulf between rich and poor. Top 1% of India have almost 70% of wealth. So where's the equality? And that's why people believe countries should adopt capitalism to become prosperous. And it doesn't mean socialist ideology can't be successful, but we have to see our population. We are the second most populated country in the world, and that's why we cannot distribute equal wealth to everyone. Now, you can have your own perspective on socialism and capitalism, because it's not the fact, it's what people believe, and beliefs can be wrong. The third point they talk about is status versus wealth-driven society. Kunal Shah is very wealth-seeking person, and don't get this like कि पैसे के पीछे भागते हैं, something like that. Wealth includes knowledge, wisdom, health, and happiness as well. Now coming back to the point, Kunal Shah believes we need to become wealth-driven instead of status-driven. What it means to be status-driven is we tend to buy things that we don't need to impress people we don't care about. Buying new phone or buying new car just to impress people is the fastest way to go broke. Kunal Shah gave a perfect example of people spending 10 to 12 lakhs in the wedding and then say कि कमाते किसके लिए हैं. It is all the symbol of status driven and we need to change that. So that's it. This podcast is more than this. What I explained you is very little part of it. Do watch this epic podcast of Kunal Shah. The link is in the description. Also, if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends. I will meet you in the next video. Till then, thanks for watching.